Hi guys, how are you doing today? This is Ahead of the Competition, and I'm your host Akhil Sharma. Today we're looking at 10 tips that help you get over the plateau when you are preparing for the GRE. Now, the GRE exam, the preparation is quite taxing, and you're preparing for about 2 to 3 months, right? So it can take a toll on your mind, on your on your psychology, as they call it. Uh, so it can be quite taxing basically, and a lot of times you will hit the plateau. Plateau means that you've reached a point, like you're not able to go ahead of that. You're not able to increase your score beyond a particular point, or it just could be simple boredom. You're not able to study more. Let's say you've studied for like 1.5 months, and then on the next day, you just don't feel like opening the book. Or if you are opening the book, you see that you've been sitting there for 3 hours and you're not getting ahead. It's because you're like bored to death of GRE, or you've basically reached a plateau. Or the other scenario is that you've been giving a lot of exams lately, like the mock exams, the practice exams, and then you see that your score is just not increasing over the past 2 to 3 weeks. And even though you've been studying really hard, or you've been memorizing new words, your score is just not increasing. Now, there are many reasons why a person hits a plateau, and uh, while we won't go into the reasons exactly, but we'll give you tips on how to overcome the plateau. We'll look at the reasons in another video later on down the line. But if you want to look at the reasons, obviously the video becomes so much longer then, right? So anyways, the first step is taking 2 days off. Now this would sound really very, very simple, right? Just take 2 days off. What does that even mean? What it means is you're giving your mind, your subconscious mind, some time to recuperate, some time to think, or sort out its problems in its own way, fragment the memory to flesh out things that it does not require, or to figure out its problems in its own way. So the more you push yourself to study, even when especially at the time when you're not able to perform well, and you push yourself, you put yourself in more performance pressure, you put yourself in more stress, and that raises your that raises your cortisol levels, and your performance keeps on decreasing, or it just stays stagnant. So it's very important to take 2 days off. Just relax, do nothing, watch movies or go out with friends, and give your brain some time to rejuvenate, to recuperate, to organize all that information in your head, to figure out what the problem is. Maybe your brain will tell you what the problem is when you're about to sleep, or when you wake up early in the morning. That's when your subconscious mind is the strongest, or the most aware, or at least you're aware of what your subconscious mind is doing at that time. So this was the first tip. Now let's look at the second tip, which is read more. Now, let's say you have hit a plateau in English, right? And you're not getting, you're not seeing any way on how to improve your marks. You've memorized all the words that you could, but you've hit a plateau in reading comprehension, and you don't know how to exactly um, go up from there. Now, the most logical advice anybody would give you would be to just do more practice questions, or just to give more practice tests. But that really won't help. What really would help is reading more complex text without a timer. Just relax and read more, so that your brain becomes more used to reading more complicated and more complex stuff, and understanding those kind of topics. Read about topics that are likely to come on the GRE, like anthropology, like literature, art, culture, stuff like that. Read more about that, because usually people don't have exposure to this kind of text before before preparing for the GRE, because we 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 don't read those kind of novels, or those kind of books, or those kind of magazines or websites. So it's really important to go and take a look at Arts and Letters Daily, or Nautilus, or those kind of magazines, the New Yorker, the Economist, those kind of magazines. Just read more of those, and you will be fine after that. Just read more of that, like dedicate 2 to 3 hours every day for that, and that will improve your score in the reading comprehension as well as the sentence equivalence, because your brain will become more accustomed to doing that, to understanding more complex text. Now, the next tip is morning meditations and evening walks. Now, I can't stress on how important how this really is, and we have talked about this in our previous videos as well. Morning meditations really help you calm yourself down. It helps you reduce the stress. It helps you organize your thoughts. It helps you focus a lot. It helps you not fall into distractions, not get addicted to Facebook and shit like that. So it's really important to have some morning like take out 15 minutes every day for morning meditation. And evening walks are really important because they help to clear your mind in the evening. And you go into an open space. Your brain gets space and breathing space to think about stuff. You're able to organize the information that you've already crammed your brain with during the day. So evening walks are important as well. Now the next tip, I don't know why this is not showing up. Sorry. The next step is something called as error log. Error log means that once you've reached a plateau, you start maintaining an error log. As in, whenever you solve a practice question or you solve a practice test, just write down in an Excel sheet exactly where you're going wrong, what are the type of mistakes that you're making, and the questions belong to which chapter. Then you will be able to realize that it's because of these chapters and because of this particular type of question that you are not being able to improve your score, and that helps you zero down on your weaknesses, and that ultimately helps you get away or get over the plateau. So it's very important to maintain a error log once you hit a plateau, or if you start doing this before hitting a plateau, that's even better. So clear your life. Maybe you have some problems going on with your friends or with your girlfriend or with your boyfriend. Just clear those things out. Just tell them, just hold on, like put all that on hold till you're done with the GRE, because otherwise you'll if your mind is messed up, really you can't focus on the exam, to be honest. So just clear your life out, solve all those problems, smoothen things out with people, and then you will be fine. You'll suddenly see that your marks are improving. Make it fun. Now, if you go by the old routes, and if you just keep studying, without any strategy or without any foresight, you won't be able to last a very long time in the preparation. In the sense, you'll get bored very easily, and you'll just want to dump those books and run away somewhere. Now, making it fun means playing games, and using apps for studying for the GRE exam. Like Ready for GRE is, I think, one good app, and then GRE Monix is another app. Magoosh is a nice app to study vocabulary, for example. GRE preparation, I think that's another app which is pretty good. GRE prep, I think it's called. Yeah, so these apps, they make it a little more fun to study for the GRE, and you can, especially with the Magoosh app, you can challenge other people who are using the app with those words. So you can answer those words, and then the people you challenge, they'll have to answer the words, and then you have rounds, and then you win or the other person wins. That's how it works. So that makes it a little more fun to study maths concepts or study English words. So just make your preparation a little more fun. Just see how you can, learn more mental maths, or from YouTube. Learn how to play maths games, and that will really spice up your study life. Less is more. Now, if you've hit a plateau, and if you're studying quite a few hours a day, like 5 to 6 hours a day every day anyways, and then you think, oh, maybe I should increase the number of hours that I'm studying, so that will obviously increase my marks, right? Wrong. That won't increase your marks. So just study little less than what you've been studying till now, so that your brain assimilates all that information more. I mean, you're not hit a plateau because you're not studying enough. You've hit a plateau because your brain has the information it needs, but it's not being able to process that information properly. Now, all those topics, but you're not being able to apply those topics properly. So that means your brain needs more space. It needs more energy. Like eat better foods, eat almond butter, or cashew butter. Eat that kind of stuff. Eat walnuts. Eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, drink a lot of water, take a lot of fresh air, stretch, exercise, meditate. All that stuff is there. And then less is more. Study less, not more. If you study less, and then your brain will get more time to assimilate, solve easier questions. That will also help to boost your mind again. So you just have to stimulate your mind. You don't have to like stuff it with a lot of information, right? That's how you will get past the plateau. The next is new topics. Now it's very very possible that you have been ignoring a lot of topics because you're scared of them or something like that, you know. So just take out those topics. Let's say you're scared of probability or permutation and combination or time and work or something like that, and just take out the topic. And even though you've been procrastinating studying it for a very long time, just take it out and just study and solve some of those questions, and that will really help you out. And because you know, the human brain always takes the easiest path. It just wants to, you know, solve the easiest questions, and it just wants you to forget that you have a lot of weaknesses in the most difficult chapters. It wants you to forget that, and it wants you to be very comfortable in what you're doing already. It wants you to stay in your little comfort zone. So get out of your comfort zone and study new topics that you've been ignoring all this while, and that will improve your GRE score. The next is maths and English games. Like I said, make it fun. So this is you know, an addition, just a you know, an extension of the same thing. Just play a lot of maths and English games. Play English games with your friends, you know, like Scrabble and stuff like that. Or just challenge your friends, you know, on the phone. Just ask them words, and just ask them, do you know the meaning of this word? So they'll say, no, I don't know the meaning. So you can, you know, show off that, yeah, you know the meaning of this word. Or start writing your Facebook status messages in really nice fancy English words. Now people might make fun of you. I won't say that they will make fun of you. They might make fun of you, but you know, you will be able to express yourself much better, and also using those high you know, those high language words, and then you'll be able to do it for fun, right? It'll be a little fun. And play games with your friends, maths games, like you know, don't use the calculator. Tell your friend to multiply 25 times 75, stuff like that. So you should, the two of you should be you know, giving us each other calculations like those on day-to-day basis, so that just to challenge each other. That just makes everything much more fun. That's the whole point here. So I hope all these tips were very very you know, useful. And actually they will be very useful, if you, even if you don't think they're useful, but just by applying them, they will be very useful for you. They will definitely improve your marks. And we have come up with these tips from personal experience, really, because we've all hit plateau here at ahead of the competition. And not just with GRE, but even with TOEFL, you tend to hit a plateau. And then, you know, these are the same tips that you would need to follow in any competitive exam, basically. So let's look at the tips again. So take 2 days off. You know why to do that. Read more. Morning meditations and evening walks. The next is error log. Keep an error log always. Clear your life. Eliminate all the problems that you might be having at the moment. Make it fun. Make studies fun. And less is more. Don't study more, study less, because your brain needs time to assimilate. It needs space, right? New topics. Do not ignore the topics that are your weaknesses. Do not run away from work. Eat the frog first. Do not stay in your little comfort zone. Maths and English games. Play a lot of maths and English games with friends. Make your study more social, you know. Chill out with friends and study, and that will just you know, help you get over the plateau. Now I hope you have liked and shared and commented on this video. If you haven't, you must do that now, because we're creating this quality content for you, so that you can you know, get a better score, and this is how you pay us back. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to recommend this channel to your friends, because you want them to do well as well, right? Or are you a selfish person? Anyhow, see you tomorrow. We come up with videos every single day, almost. Sometimes we feel lazy because we're humans as well. But mostly tomorrow we'll be out with a new video. Don't forget to check it out, because this is the only channel that will really help you improve your score. Thank you, and see you tomorrow. Bye.